So the much anticipated title update is here on New Gen. Finally, so many changes. Like if you've played FC 25, you would know a fair bit needs changing. EA have listened, and just scrolling down this, these are all the adjustments that are coming with this title update. So here's a big one. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the formation and tactics that help me get into the Elite Division and winning games. And the gameplay you're going to see once I've ran through the tactics is going to be the post-patch gameplay. So this is technically post-patch custom tactics. For cheap and fast EAFC 25 Ultimate Team coins, head over to MMOEXP.com. Link in the description, and make sure to use my code Morsey at checkout to save yourself 5% off your order. And yeah, the formation is a 4-4-2. The old classic. I've tinkered between a 4-1-4-1, a 4-4-1-1, 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, 4-5-1, and the 4-4-2 since FC25 came out, really. You would have seen the tactics on my channel. 4-4-2 is my one. That's where things are ticking. They're clicking right now. I'm beating 5 backs. I'm beating heavy presses. I'm beating the 4-5-1 that plays like a 4-3-2-1. This is by far my favourite formation right now in FC25. So the tactics for the 4-4-2 flat, I have build-up style on counter. I'm a big fan of counter. I feel like with this formation, with the inside forwards, the ability to progress the play quickly, get in behind, it just causes chaos. You'll see it in the gameplay. So many different alleyways and options when you're building up an attack. Short passing I also like as well. I've actually been trying that on the RTG, but counter definitely takes the cake for me. And I'm playing balanced right now, just out and out 50. A fair few of you guys was telling me that 4-4-2 you get countered a lot. You get caught up. Maybe that's because of the high line. I feel like 50 with the right player roles, I'm not looking too vulnerable in the midfield. I'm not getting ran through and then it's just my centre backs trying to stop my opponent. So the player roles I am rocking, I've got advanced forward on Smith. I feel like this is very specific to your players. I've got Poacher ++ on Morgan and I'm loving it. It's basically getting behind for a striker. Advanced forward, big fan of it as well. You could be rocking a false 9. I don't mind that. I feel like that could work quite nicely. If you look, Poacher, she wants to get in behind. Smith drops a little bit deeper for the link-up play. But for me personally, what's ticking right now is this. Just as soon as I know Smith's on the ball, Morgan, she's going to be wanting to get in behind for the link-up play. As soon as Morgan's on the ball, Smith, she's not too far behind for the give and goes. And I like that 2 up front dynamic. The most important player roles in this formation is the 4 across the midfield. We've got 2 inside forwards. Adama has the plus, and we got the plus on Marcus Rashford. I've got Thuram as a holding centre mid, and Julie Foudy as a box-to-box ++. Now, as I said, you don't want to get ran through with this formation because if you overcommit with a Thuram or whatever centre mid you guys are rocking, you can leave your defence a little bit exposed. So I make sure to have holding here just to make sure that Thuram naturally is sat as that kind of CDM. But you can naturally progress him yourself. And Julie, I'm a little bit blessed. She's crazy nice with the box-to-box ++ role. She's up and down with relentless as well. So she's basically a non-stop machine in the midfield. Just bombing forward, getting goals. Also coming back, making crucial interceptions, as you'll see in some of the gameplay snippets. But the reason I like the 2 inside forwards so much is because with the ball, we turn into basically a 4-2-4. You've got Foudy and Thuram as the reassurance, the kind of outball if you're basically running into a brick wall like Furlan Mendy or Teo Hernandez. Play it to Foudy and recycle. But Traore and Rashford wanted to get inside, join that kind of cluster with Smith and Morgan, overload your opponent in the middle of the park, and they're perfectly lined up for Trevellas. Now, post-patch, Trevellas have been nerfed, apparently. We're about to find out in the gameplay. Hopefully they're not too bad, because they were quite nice already. I was a big fan of them, especially against 5 backs, which has also been nerfed apparently as well. So hopefully I don't see many 5 backs in Elite Division. Either way, back to the point. Inside forward, it works fantastic, because you cut inside, you've got different alleyways, different link-up options, and also they're not prone to going out wide. You can bring them out wide yourself if you want to hit the line or trigger runs in that direction. So definitely a fantastic option and definitely my favourite role for the right mid and left mids in this formation. And yeah, box to box and holding, definitely would recommend you try and get something similar to this. I think holding, even without the plus roll, Thuram is fantastic in there, and a lot of you guys have this man, and of course a box-to-box alongside. I was thinking with a playmaker ++ in this position as well, and I don't mind that. I do feel like, though, you are a little bit vulnerable. I like to just have a little bit of a reassurance, a little bit extra cover with a box-to-box and a holding midfielder. Defence, as basic as it gets, defender, fullback and fullback. I'm an old-fashioned fullback man. I like being able to bomb forward if I want to, but I need my fullbacks back when it comes to it. I've tried all the different roles. We've gone through false back, we've gone through wing back. To be fair, I don't mind wing back, but for me, fullback's is the one, man. You have that extra cover and you're feeling really solid in the 4-4-2. Now, I've not tinkered with the goalkeeper roles. Howard as goalkeeper plus plus, so we'll stick with it. Traditional goalkeeper. And that is it. That is the 4-4-2. Player roles, tactics that help me get into Elite Division, get rank 2, hopefully rank 1 this weekend. Let me show you the code quickly before we get into the gameplay. There you go at the top. I'll make sure to put it in the pinned comment as well. If you want to look at that, it's probably a little bit easier. Or just copy the tactics manually. Either way, let me know what you think. And let me showcase them in some gameplay. All right, in we go then. Game number 1, post-patch. Let's lock in. Trivella's driven passes have been patched apparently. It's important in the 4-4-2 not to overcommit with your midfielders and your centre-backs. I mean, it's important in most formations, but especially when you've only got 2 in the midfield. Trust me, you don't want to ram bombing forward, your opponent dancing past you and leaving a big empty space in behind. So keep that in mind. Ram's not the most technical here. I think that's Rafa Varane who's just all of a sudden decided he wants to get involved in the action. Let's try our own Trivella then. I mean, they've been patched apparently. Were they that much better before this? Jadama here, they could build up through the midfield. These ping passes are still pretty decent. Like, to be fair, they're a little bit slower. Like, it's noticeable, but same with the Trivellas. I don't think it's that much of a decrease, you know? Oh, it's tidy, Alex Morgan. Adama Morgan linking up nicely. In the 4-4-2, where like your centre mid, your right mid, and your striker on that inside forward, the triangle kind of little link up play you can make. Really, really tidy. Adama Morgan linking up there. Get me the lead. See, Adama coming inside there. Let's go for a Trivella again. Green time. It looked good. Courtois makes a save on that one. What's nice there is you would have seen Kyle Walker just sat filling in because Saliba's overcommitted. That's the fullback role for you. They're going to cover the 2 defenders if for whatever reason the AI decides to push them forward or if you do it unwillingly. Yes, Julie. A reassurance, the little line in front of the defence there. Now, this man is just, all he goes for is Trivellas. Even post-patch, and it's still flowing in top bins. Cobby on in the midfield. I timed it. Oh, she took an extra touch. I pressed the shoot button, but she's touched it with her toes just before. Put me off, but still, man. Like, there's so many options, so much space, so many eyes or players for your opponent to be keeping an eye on that, you know, you could just sneak in with one of your midfielders. But unfortunately for me, I fluffed the shot. The game number 1 ends in a 2-2 draw. Trivella's still the factor. 15 shots, man. Oh, it's a battle of the Botafogo badges. Let's lock in. I'm pretty certain that's a 5-back. Oh, you ratty boy. All right, this man's got Steven Gerrard in the midfield, which basically means power shots. That's all I'm expecting this guy's going to go. Oh, we got to be scoring. Worked so nicely. The opponent's midfield, in all fairness, basically parted ways. Taram. You know what? At first glance, like, the 5-back looks like there's got plenty more cracks than usual in there. Like, I'm picking passes, getting through it pretty easily. Opponent's panicking. I think he's not realised the updates happened. And his team, his formation, it's all in the mud. I mean, the chip through ball there was not the right way. I should have gone on the floor. I don't know what I'm doing. But that's a little kind of like example of the triangles you could play with your centre mids, your inside forwards and your strikers. Ping passes have definitely been impacted. Like low drivens, the speed of them, the venom that you could fizzle passes has definitely been tinkered with. Tell you what, patches might happen, formations might get nerfed, but the player using that formation stays the same. This is one boring old boy. That's it. The inside forward. Hit him with a recycle. You're struggling going down the line. Recycle it in the midfield. Look at Nico Williams' movement there. Fantastic. And we get that lead. Let's go. Great tackle. Let's go, Rafa. No funny business around here, lad. Smaller wreck. Big boy's got the hold-up play. Let's go. From there. Green time Trivella, not ideal. Look at the counter-attack. We have absolutely torn him apart. But somehow Dharma's not won that. Come on, lad. Use your legs. Going over the top. That's it. That's got to be, and it is. Let's go. Sit the 5 back down. Love it. Oh, we're going to celebrate as well. This man deserves it. Have a bit of that, lad. Absolute domination. Not even 5 bats can handle this formation. So that's that. The 4-4-2 custom tactics in the Elite Division post-patch still being fantastic. Trust me, give these a go. I'll put the code in the pinned comment as I said. I showed it earlier. Let me know your feedback down below. If you don't get on with them, let me know why. Let me know what it was that was making you not succeed with this setup, and I'll try and help you out down below. And if you've got very different players to me, let me know their roles. I'll try and leave some feedback in the comments. But enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy.